In every city, there are places we pass without notice. Places that promise safety, care, and comfort.
They're all gone.
But sometimes, behind familiar walls, lie secrets darker than night. This is the story of Max, a young man who thought he had found a simple job in a retirement home, only to discover that the residents and their caretakers were hiding something far more sinister. Welcome to the home.
Max thought he was just starting a new job, a chance to work quietly in a retirement home. The building looked ordinary, almost peaceful, with its yellow lights glowing against the evening sky. But behind those walls, silence carried a weight. A place of care was about to reveal something far darker.
Inside, the air was thick with stillness. Corridors stretched endlessly, their fluorescent lights flickering as if warning him to turn back. Each closed door felt like it held a secret. Each shadow seemed alive. For Max, every step forward was a step deeper into the unknown.
A smiling caretaker welcomed him, offering keys with practiced warmth. But behind that smile was something unnatural, something forced. The residents nearby sat in silence, their eyes distant, or perhaps too aware. Trust, Max realized, would not come easily here.
The dining hall should have been filled with laughter, with voices of life. Instead, silence echoed louder than words. Dozens of elderly faces stared at their plates, some whispering, some watching. At the edge of the room, Max stood frozen, knowing he was being studied as much as he was studying them. Then came the rules, written not to guide, but to control. No leaving rooms after 9 p.m. Never question the staff. Innocent words twisted into commands. Max read them again and again, realizing this home was built on silence and obedience, not care. One night, an old woman reached for him, her eyes wide with fear. Her voice cracked as she whispered, "Don't trust them. Don't trust anyone." Her trembling hands clung to him as if he were her last chance. And in that moment, Max felt the truth pressing down. The home was hiding something terrible.
Curiosity led him into the basement, and curiosity nearly destroyed him. Dust-covered files, broken wheelchairs, and records of people who had vanished without explanation. His flashlight shook as he uncovered the pieces of a puzzle he never asked to solve. Max was no longer safe. Not here, not anywhere inside these walls.
He searched for answers, flipping through photos, names, forgotten lives. But the walls had eyes, and the shadows had ears. A caretaker appeared behind him, silent, watching, an unspoken warning. Max knew then he was being hunted, not helped.
The corridors became a battlefield. Caretakers blocked his path, their faces no longer friendly, only cold and unyielding. Max clutched his flashlight, his only weapon against the darkness. This was no longer a job, this was survival. And the home would not let him leave so easily.
At last, the truth revealed itself. Surrounded by residents, their silent stares cut deeper than words. They all knew, they had always known. The home was not a place of safety, but of secrets. And Max stood in the middle of it, realizing escape might be impossible.
The home is more than a story of horror. It is a reminder of vigilance. It warns us of what happens when silence protects evil, when rules replace humanity, and when we ignore the most vulnerable among us. From Max's journey, we learn that courage begins the moment we ask the question others are too afraid to ask. And sometimes, that question can save lives, even our own.